So today, we're going to talk about something that's moving from science fiction into our classrooms, and it's happening fast. We're talking about artificial intelligence. We're going to break down how these amazing new tools can become like a tireless assistant for teachers and completely change the way students learn. And it all starts with one huge challenge.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? Every teacher out there knows this struggle. You're in a room full of students, and every single one has their own pace, their own strengths, their own weak spots. Trying to give each one of them truly personal attention, it can feel next to impossible. It's that classic one-size-fits-none problem.
So what's the answer? Well, it's not about replacing teachers. Not at all. It's about looking at this technology in a totally new way. Imagine AI as this powerful, tireless assistant, one that handles all the repetitive stuff, freeing up the human teacher to do what they do best: inspire, guide, and really truly connect with their students.
Okay, we've got a lot to get through. We'll kick things off with that core challenge, then look at how AI steps in to help. We'll dive into how it personalizes learning and boosts creativity, cover some really important rules for using it the right way, and then take a peek into the future.
Right, so like we said, today's classrooms are just incredibly diverse. You've got kids who get a new idea in a flash, sitting right next to students who need a little more time to let it sink in. Some are amazing writers, others are math whizzes. Trying to teach all of them with the exact same lesson plan, that is a massive undertaking. So what makes this so darn hard? Well, it really boils down to a few things. You have wildly different learning speeds in one room. There are never enough hours in the day for real one-on-one time, and there's just a mountain of grading and paperwork that can drain any teacher's energy. This is exactly where technology can start to make a real difference.
And that brings us to this new way of thinking, a partnership. The AI can handle the number crunching, the repetition, the automation. And that frees up the teacher to focus on all those uniquely human skills, the mentoring, the emotional support, the high-level teaching that no machine could ever replicate.
This quote just nails it. The goal is not replacement, it's empowerment. It's all about giving teachers these superpowered tools to help them manage their workload and give that targeted support to students on a scale that was just unimaginable before. So what does this actually look like in a classroom? Well, maybe the most powerful thing it can do is create a truly personalized learning path for every single student. Just imagine a system that knows exactly what a student needs to learn next, building a custom road to success just for them.
A key tool for this is something called an MOOC. Let's just break that down real quick. You've probably heard of MOOCs, massive open online courses. But that little AI at the beginning, that changes everything. It means the course is run by artificial intelligence, making it smart and adaptive.
The way it works is actually pretty simple on the surface. A teacher, or even a student, just types in a topic, and boom, the AI generates a full interactive course. But here's the magic. It's really in step 3. The system is constantly watching how a student is doing and adapts the material in real time. If you're struggling, it offers more help. If you're flying through it, it gives you a bigger challenge. Now that is real personalization.
Okay, so creating a personal path is one thing, but how on earth do you keep track of all those different journeys? For that, we're seeing these AI-powered competency grids. You can think of it like a live, dynamic map of every student's skills. Here's the idea. The AI looks at a student's work, maybe an essay or a quiz, and it automatically connects their performance to specific learning goals. This instantly updates their personal grid, showing everyone, the student, the teacher, even parents, exactly which skills they've mastered and where they need to focus next. It just makes learning visible. But it's not just about these custom learning paths. AI is also about to completely change one of the most time-consuming jobs a teacher has: giving feedback. By automating a lot of this, it frees up so much precious time to focus on things like creativity and deep thinking.
Just picture this for a second. A student finishes their homework at 9 o'clock at night, and instead of waiting days to get it back with some red marks, they get helpful feedback right then and there. And I'm not talking about just right or wrong, but actual constructive tips. Sounds like a fantasy, right?
Well, it's not anymore. With these new AI feedback tools, a student can literally just snap a photo of their work. The AI checks it out, points out what they did right, and then gives these gentle, motivating hints for the parts that need a little work. And, this is the best part, it often asks them if they want to try again before it just gives them the answer. That encourages real learning, not just memorizing corrections.
But hold on, AI isn't just a grammar checker. It can also be a pretty amazing creative partner. Get this, there's a tool out there called the AI Fairy Tale Machine.
In Germany, they call it the KI-Musik machine.
This thing is fantastic for getting past that dreaded writer's block. It can spit out story ideas, give a student that tricky first sentence, help them structure their plot, and even suggest a crazy plot twist if they get stuck. It's like a co-writer that helps students build on their own ideas with better words and more exciting stories.
Okay, of course, bringing all this tech into a classroom isn't as simple as just flipping a switch. It takes a really thoughtful approach that always keeps the human teacher and the human student right at the heart of everything. Naturally, we have to look at this from all sides. The upsides are pretty clear. You get more efficiency, more personalization, more innovation. But the challenges are just as real. You need the right digital gear and internet access for everyone. You absolutely have to protect student data, and teachers need great training to use these tools well. And maybe most important of all, educators have to make sure the AI is a helper, not the main event. And this brings us right back to the most critical point of all. The AI can crunch the data, it can create quizzes, it can check spelling, but it can't create an emotional connection. It can't be a leader in the classroom. The human teacher's role as a mentor, as a guide, that is and always will be completely irreplaceable.
So, what does this all mean for the future of learning? Well, we're really looking at a powerful new kind of partnership. It's a synergy, where the technology handles all the heavy lifting, which allows the people to focus on the deeply human side of teaching and learning.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. We're not trying to build an AI teacher. The goal is to build an AI-powered assistant that helps our amazing human teachers do what they already do, but even better. It's about empowering them to spark creativity, critical thinking, and a real love of learning in every single student. And that really leaves us with a big, important question. The technology is here and it is getting smarter by the day. So the challenge now for all of us, for teachers, parents, for everyone, is how do we guide it into our schools thoughtfully, ethically, and build a future where this human-machine partnership truly makes learning better for everyone?